Hey. Alright. We're doing a lot of our fighting and dying with infantry, which really upsets me, but this is a race, because if Russia gets to Warsaw before we do, then bad things could happen. So, um, we've pulled Rommel out of Warsaw, and we're going to move him over to this line, and then have him attack to that line. He's having a lot of trouble against the Polish troops, and part of that, I think, is that we don't have enough combat width of these units. And another part of it, of course, is that attacking into a city is minus 60% power. And we got kind of spoiled by the Chinese because they have no heart attack. So as long as your armor is above a certain threshold, their piercing isn't high enough to pierce it, so you take half damage. So you're twice as good as them. And of course, we have a much, just better everything. So it's interesting how slowly this organization is coming back. Is it coming back slowly because of... It's coming back slowly because of a storm? What? Earlier cover 0.36, 0.15. High organization. Okay, so it looks like organization goes up at a steady rate instead of a percentage of the total rate. So if your unit has more organization, then it gains it more slowly. It replenishes more slowly. So it might actually be good to have units with low organization. Because then they can move again within 5 seconds of stopping. Interesting. Alright, how much am I losing trying to attack into here? What is going on? Am I attacking the Maginot Line? Why is the Maginot Line even selected? This is the guy I want. We have not lost any equipment so far in this fight. He's waiting on 102 light tanks, though. They still have air superiority. I feel like we sent fighters over here, but maybe we didn't. Maybe I should have checked to make sure it actually happened. So Western Poland has 300 Polish support planes and 162 Polish fighters. So let's kill their fighters, shouldn't we? I'm sure that Great Britain is going to have like 1,000 fighters, so it's possible that maybe we should keep as many of our fighters alive as possible for the Maginot Line assault. But let's see how this goes. Get me air superiority. They only have 180 fighters. We have 400. Should be able to get air superiority. Greece joins the Allies. Don't care. How come no one's dying on either side? This is crazy. None of their fighters and none of our fighters are dying. Oh, they're down to 168. So some of their fighters died. Lithuania capitulated to the Russians. This is not good. Lithuania was supposed to be mine. How you doing, Rommel? My buddy, my friend. Focus on the eastern border, make sure that none of it becomes Russian. Belgium has joined the Allies, as expected. They're standing on their border. Of course they're going to join the Allies. We need less oil. Venezuela's only sending us 1, but still 0 would be fine. Still need less oil. Why do we suddenly have such an oil surplus? It's not good. Something happened and I don't understand what it was. And we have a shortage of... Oh, that's why. We have a shortage of steel, so we don't need as much oil because we don't have the steel to do what we want to do. Duh. Okay. Let's trade steel with the Swedish fish. And now we're going to need more oil, right? Nope. For some reason we still don't need more oil. And we don't need as much chromium. Really, trade should be automated. This is like... You're making me do kindergartner math. It's so ridiculously easy to manage trade that there's no reason to make me even click on it. Just manage trade yourself. I love the trade system because in Hearts of Iron 3, trade was a huge pain in the ass, and in this game it is not a huge pain in the ass. It's a much better system, but it's so much better that it should be automated. You know, like it's silly easy. Okay, we have 74 width out of a maximum of 100. Our Panzer Division has not joined the front yet. One Panzer Division did join the front. These guys have a different general than us, so there's a little icon saying you have a different general than us. This icon means that you're attacking into the forests and you don't like it. This guy has not joined the fight yet, so it's basically all the infantry is retreating and just my Panzermans are still in it, and they're Panzermanning. So now both of my Panzermannings are in. They both have really high soft attack. Enemy has very low hard attack, and I take half damage, so my guess is that I'm not really taking any damage, and they're encircled. This is definitely going to win. Alright, we need to give you a new command saying try to hug the Polish border as much as possible and get us down there. Okay. And let's delete this. Because what are you doing up there? That's crazy. It's like practically Russian already. We're fighting over this one province that doesn't even have anything in it. Like, it's a waste. Liberia joins the Allies. No, never mind. Okay, what's going on with this? Somebody attacked our ships while they were in port. Can I read it? Italy has attacked the Allies. Why did you attack the Allies? I'm gonna get Yugoslavia for free if you just wait. Just wait. Oh my god, Italy. I don't want to go to Africa, so we need Italy, so I'm accepting, but this is annoying. I wanted the war with the Allies to start now. It's good that it started now. I'm happy. It's much more realistic this way. But I also wanted to get Yugoslavia for free. And now the Allies don't like us anymore. They used to have plus 50 opinion, so they might have been like, go ahead, take Yugoslavia. We don't even care because we like you so much. But now they're definitely not going to be like that. That's not what they're going to be like. So the Polish War is a foregone conclusion. We're not doing a great job at it. We might lose a lot of Poland to Russia. What I think I want to do is automate a front line here all the way up to there, and then put everyone on a push down here to try to cut off Russia. But I don't know. Let's see how many troops I have here that are not doing stuff. Seems like I have a lot of troops standing on the Lithuanian border and over there in piles. All of these orders are very messy. Alright, let's delete this line and this line and this line and this line. Okay. Now we want to create a new line. I don't think we want to create a line at all. You guys just go attack Lithuania. And you guys can have a line here. Not a Russian line. Why would I want you to have a Russian line? I'm not even at war with them. Create a line here. And then push here, and push here, and push here. Push here. Come on. There's no way we're gonna get that province. They're already trying for it. Alright, and then we'll control click on the final command so that they go one at a time through all of them. Okay. And then all of these dudes that are not part of his army or his army should be assigned to a new army? A Polish front army? And we can put I guess we only have generals left. This guy has no skills, so let's just make him cool. And put him in charge of stuff. Now that he's so cool. You're so cool. I bet you think you can lead 44 troops against Poland. Poland. Alright, so now we want to make one front line here. Whoop. And we're going to make it very wussy and not do anything with it. So that's how many provinces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I hate that zoom in and zoom out moves the camera. It's so weird. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's probably like 20. So we'll take half of our troops. And we'll assign them to this line. Then, is there a way to select all unselected troops? This is dumb, because it's going to take some guys that used to be standing over in the west and send them over to the east, and it's going to take some guys that used to be standing in the east and send them over to the west, and that's not what I want. So let's just stretch this all the way over to here, and then, actually, all the way over to Russia. Ooh, wow, we can stretch it all the way to Russia. That's hilarious. Yeah. And then we'll assign everyone to it. Whoop. And then we'll give them a pretend plan that we'll never execute. Go here. And then everyone should go defend the border. Ireland joins the Allies. Italy called the Dutch Ruzhik as our ally into the Italian conquest of Yugoslavia. We are at war with France, so we can no longer get the national focus war with France. You know what? We're at war with France. I should pay attention. Okay. You guys automate. And you definitely want to stop exercising. And you want to stop automating. Oh, it worked! Look at that. We broke the Maginot Line. That's hilarious. Because this guy was already automated? I set up the French front and the Polish front, and I gave them a bunch of commands, and then I automated. Because we weren't at war with France, that only automated the Polish side, but as soon as the French war started, the French side was like, alright, if you insist, we're gonna do it. Alright, so these guys haven't recovered their organization yet. We want to put some planes over here. I really want to see 20 guys. Where are you? Where are all 20 of you? I don't see them. Man, our experiment was a success, but we didn't get to watch it. Now it defeats the whole purpose of the experiment. I'm looking for purple people. Do we see any purple guys? Is this guy purple, but his icon is just not purple? Where are the purple dudes? Oh, here they are. Alright, so all of them are here. I want all 20 of you guys to attack into there. Then I want these guys to stop attacking into there. Go away. And then I want these 10 guys to go up here. And then wait a little while for your organization. Let's reduce the speed down to 1. Alright, so my 20 guys are attacking. My 10 guys need more organization before they can... So stop this. This is not right. Alright, so I have 80 division, each 80 width, each of which is 2 per division? No, 4 per division? That's just what I wanted. It's very cool. The enemy has air superiority, the enemy has a fort, the enemy has a stacking penalty. No, I have a stacking penalty. Why would I have a stacking penalty? The width is 80 and I have 80. There's no stacking penalty, don't lie to me. Coordinating too many divisions is difficult. That's interesting. So they specifically noticed this exploit that I'm trying to use, this concept of having a bunch of small divisions with a lot of support, and then they added stacking penalty to make it not work. But it's only 24%. So it's much less of a big deal than the forts themselves. But I only have 1 attack per division. But that's funny, because if I had a 20 size division, that division might also have 1 attack. But when I have 20 of them, now I have a total of 20 attack instead of a total of 1 attack. So it is still 20 times better than doing it the other way, but it's not good. Enemy air superiority of 50%. I'm going to need to put all of my planes over here. This is... I wanted this to be much more well executed. So let's select this air zone, northern France. Is this northern France? Okay, good. And we want to assign all, but all of our air wings are busy. Where are our air wings? Then we've got 400 fighters over here, and have they shot down all the Polish planes yet? They shot down about 20 Polish planes. But I need these guys, so stop what you're doing. Let Poland die. I don't care about Poland anymore. I want to do my cute little experiment for just a second, and then you can go back to Poland. What? What? I unassigned them from Poland, and they didn't show up in the unassigned list. Now I have to find them manually. That's lame. Is there an Air Force button? Go find me these guys. Alright, so select all of the Air Force. And put them all in northern France. Okay. It didn't work. I tried it. Did it work? I don't know. I selected all of them, and I right-clicked on northern France, and it went tick! That was very confusing what tick means. Does it mean that didn't work, or does it mean success? I think it meant that didn't work. Alright, so where's a nearby airport that holds enough troops for me to be French? This one holds 600. This one holds 600. So we'll put this division here. This division here. And then we don't need our naval bombers yet. I think we just want air superiority. Alright, northern France. Come on, buddy. He's moving to the Rhineland. It's going to take him a while to get there. Expected to arrive is 33% done moving, so it's getting there. It's getting there pretty quickly. Alright, so our 20 tanks are still not making any headway there at all. And I know that because I took this province, I can already just push to that province instead. But don't want to. What's this guy? An Italian tank. I'll put this guy in this province to make sure we don't lose it. But I can't for some reason. Oh, he's fighting. Stop fighting. Go over here. It's confusing with all these battle plans telling which province is a province and how big that province is. I guess there's 3 provinces here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I'm not make sure I hold that province. Stop attacking whoever's attacking. I thought I told you to stop attacking. You guys stop as well. And you guys are just throwing stuff away, so you guys all just hold. Stop attacking stuff. Everyone stop attacking stuff. I got a plan. Don't screw with my plan. Alright, you guys stop as well. Are you attacking again? I just told you not to do that. Alright. Let's make sure these guys get their organization up. And then we'll make sure our planes are flying over here. F2, F3, F2, F3. F3, I think? Alright. Assign all. Air superiority and interception. Okay, so now we have air superiority. That should take away their huge, ridiculous bonus for air superiority. I'd like to assign all of my tactical bombers over here. In fact, I'd like to so much that I'm going to do it. You guys all get in there. And then go from there to northern France. Then I want all my close air support in here. Same deal. Once you get deployed, we're going to have you support this attack on the Maginot Line. I know I can go around. I've gone around before. I've seen lots of other people go around. Going around is funny, and it is historical. But I want to go through. I want to see. Because 150% fort defense is hilarious, and I want to see if I can stop it. You know what would be funny is to build max level forts all along the coast of all of Europe, and then just laugh at the allies. Okay. Still deploying. Okay, good. They're both standing by. Everyone is standing by. Grab all these dudes and send them all to northern France. Click on northern France and tell them all to do everything. All right. Good. And then I want you... Actually, no retreat. Let's leave the default settings for this experiment. So he's very inefficient because he's got the lack of range to cover the area. Because the airport that I put him in is too far away. But that's fine. Alright, now do these guys have the organization we want? Yes, they're ready. Okay, so grab all 30 tanks and attack at once. Go! 30 tanks at once. Lots of heavy tanks and airplanes. Ooh, it's green! I like green. Green's a good color. We got 120 against 32. Each of our guys is only doing one soft attack with one breakthrough, and each of their guys has 42 to 29 or 19 attack with... They have a negative because of nighttime. It's actually funny because I'm one no matter what, so nighttime doesn't matter. We have a planning bonus, a commander skill, country. I guess Germany's better at fighting. Stacking penalty, 36%. Interesting stacking penalty. So the question is, okay, so if you have 30 units minus 36%, that's effectively doing the same damage as 20 units. But if I pull off 10 of my units, now I still get a stacking penalty, but it's 20-something percent. So it is still better to add units. Each additional unit is still contributing. It's just that they're not contributing 100%. So it looks like a lot of my planes are getting shot down. But that's okay, because this is important. This is what so much of our efforts have come to, is checking whether heavy tanks can break the Maginot Line. And to me, it looks like heavy tanks are pointless on the Maginot Line because the enemy's softness is 100%. So we really just want massive artillery. So what I should have done is created a bunch of two-width units that were just artillery, or maybe 3-width units that were just artillery. Nothing but artillery. And then attacked with that. Because that would give me the highest amount of soft attack possible. It's too late now. Clearly heavy tanks were a bad choice here. We do have air superiority, air support. We're getting plus 15% from air support due to our tactical bombers. And it's still, like, we would need, let's see, we got 80, 90, 100, 110, 115, 130. So yeah, if I could get rid of the stacking penalty, I would actually have above 0% damage now. But no dice. Stacking penalty is... Okay, I think we take these tanks and we go away. We don't do this. And I think I'm going to delete them? Should I delete them? Yeah, I'm going to delete them. It was a fun little experiment, but now it's over. I like deleting things, in case you were wondering. What's really fun? Deleting things. Alright, first... Well, you get deleted. And then you get deleted. Okay. So that sends all the manpower and heavy tanks back into my pool. So now I have 288 heavy tanks. So I can make one division that uses 288 heavy tanks, or I can send one division each of heavy tanks to all of my infantry divisions, which is what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to modify my infantry division and give it a heavy tank. What is the difference between infantry and infantry? I'm surprised that I have two different infantry divisions. This one is cheap. This one is expensive. This one is useless. I don't like this one. So let's rename them cheap and stupid. Okay, good. And we'll give them a different icon, a stupid person icon. There we go. And we'll make them a garrison division because they're stupid and I don't think I should even have any of them. Alright, so now we want to do we want to create a new division that's just infantry and heavy tanks, or do we want to add infantry and heavy tanks to our existing infantry divisions? And what is up with this? There's another infantry division over here that is identical to the other one. How do we... Let's just delete that. Can't, because we have some. There are none of these. Let's delete this. We'll make this a cat. Hey, kitty. And we seem to have copied the Mountaineer divisions as well. I think we just kind of copied all of our divisions a bunch of times by accident. Oh, you know what? When we inherited the Austrian divisions, we got their templates. So we have Austrian division templates. So anything that we're not actually using, we should just delete. We don't need Maginot anymore. Although, it's probably cheaper to add something to this division. I don't know. I guess I'll keep it in case I think of a good use for it. But for now, we have two different Mountaineer divisions that both have troops in the field. Interesting. Alright, I'm not using the SS division. My light tank division, I'm going to keep the way it is, but I want a heavy tank division, or a heavy tank mixed with artillery and infantry division. The primary purpose of infantry divisions is defense, and heavy tanks are not good on defense, so it would be silly to add heavy tanks to those. But we want a new one. Or do we? Maybe we just don't care about our heavy tanks. I don't know. What is the point of a heavy tank division? It's to fight against enemy tanks. So we want... It's like an anti-tank division, kind of. It's hard to say what we should be doing with these heavy tanks. Alright, so I think I just want to duplicate our infantry division. And we'll call this heavy tanks. And then we'll give it an icon of a sword, because why the hell not? And then we'll give them some anti-air, because why not? And then we'll delete some infantry. Oh, first we gotta fill in this side with infantry. And add another artillery over here, and delete this, remove, and then we'll make this a heavy tank. So we have 220 heavy tanks, so we really want to field about 100 of them and then leave another 100 of them for reinforcements. So let's field 80, 120, that seems reasonable. It's obviously far too wide. Is that good? So how does this, well, should I save it or should I first compare it to see how it is, how good it is? Alright, this division, well that's dumb. Anyway, this division is 7,500 manpower, 211 soft attack, 53 hard attack, and 30 organization. How much defense? 70 hit points, and 150 defense, and 10 armor. So really the primary purpose of heavy tanks is to add a lot of armor to a division, allowing them to get that 50% less damage taken bonus. And you know, even though heavy tanks suck at defense, if I could add enough armor so that I exceed the piercing of French troops, that's a good point. I didn't finish saying it, but it's a good point. So these guys have a piercing of... Well, what's your piercing? How do we see what their piercing is? I know I saw it here before. These guys have a piercing of 4. These guys have a piercing of 4. So if we have an armor of 4 on our infantry, then suddenly our infantry will take half damage. So let's try to get our infantry units to have a piercing of 4. I mean armor of 4. So let's just add a heavy tank division and see what that brings our armor up to. What is our armor now? It's much higher than 4, right? It's 24. That's insane. Just by having one heavy tank, it goes all the way up to 24. So let's see what happens if we add a light tank. Now it only goes up to 5. So heavy tanks add 5 times as much armor as light tanks. So they're awesome for infantry divisions, actually. I like it. Let's just add one heavy tank to all of our infantry divisions and remove one of the infantry. That's great. So it's going to give us less defense, less hit points, less organization, less suppression. Whatever the heck suppression is. What's suppression? Ability to suppress local resistance. Oh yeah, I don't care about that. Uses more supply, more weight. And most importantly, it does more, it does more damage, but most importantly, it has an insanely higher piercing and a much higher armor and piercing, just by adding one tank. I like it. So this is going to create a need for a seriously high number of heavy tanks, though, not just the small number that I was using before. So let's go see how many we need now. Heavy tanks, we need 3,000 to add them to all infantry divisions. We're never going to get 3,000. So the actual effect is that some of our infantry divisions, hopefully all of them will get like 2 or 3 heavy tanks instead of the 40 that they want, and then all of them will have a little bit of armor. I think that's what will happen, and if that is what will happen, that's exactly what I want, and I'm okay with it. So it'll, we're creating 2 heavy tanks a day, and we need 600, which should take 300 days, but apparently it's going to take longer than that for some reason. I don't know. Anyway. Alright. All good. Another port strike. They're attacking. We need to put our navy somewhere safer. Oh, we already did put our navy somewhere safer. It's just that new ships, for some reason, are appearing in this not safe location. Alright, so now that we've broken the Maginot Line and we've finished our experiment, we want to have enough planes here to defend our fleet. So we still want some planes in France, but we want at least 200 planes defending our fleet at all times, because holy crap, if our fleet dies, that wouldn't be good. Also, I mean, just crap is holy. I don't know if anyone ever told you this. So let's take everyone here. Well, we'll just take the fighters. And we're going to move them over to here and tell them to defend our fleet. Then our naval bombers should already be over here somewhere. Where are you, naval guys? Naval bombers. Oops. I can put an ace in charge of our naval bombers? Let's do that. What's the difference between all of these? I don't know. Is this one better or worse? It looks worse. It looks dumb. So we'll put our ace in charge of this. Can I not assign him? He can only be assigned as a fighter. He can't be assigned as a naval bomber. Oh well. Well, let's take our naval bombers. We'll tell them to go protect the Baltic Sea with your manliness. We'll do naval strikes. And, I mean, if it's possible to do port strike, I'd like you to do it, though I don't think it's ever going to be possible. Yeah, that's fine. And then, once our fighters actually transfer over here, some Latvia and some people join the Allies after the Polish the Polish place died. Poland is dead. And so all of the ex-Poles were like, let's join the Allies. It'll be fun. Alright, so everyone's in the Baltic hanging out, hoping that good Baltic fun things will happen. Rommel is still trying to get us a good border, although he's not started yet. Go faster. Get us a good border. This guy is still just kind of holding the line. Let's drag this arrow. Can we? Drag this arrow here. And then drag this over here. And drag the arrow. Nope, nope. You can only tell it where to come from. You can't tell it where to go to. Alright, and we'll automate these guys because they are pretty confident in their ability to get stuff done. Alright, Mr. Garrison. These guys are ready again to go take France, so let's tell them to go on in. It's like we busted through the Maginot Line, but then in our little experiment we allowed them to retake the territory that we've gotten. It's very sad. We're getting through Bulgaria. Is this Bulgaria? Belgium. It's totally not Bulgaria. Romania joined the Allies. Does that mean I'm fighting Romania now? That's not good. We're at war. We are at war. Missing close air support. That just means close air support is dying in France and we're not replacing them. It's fine. Hungary and Nationalist Spain. Nationalist Spain wants to join now. Cool. You can join. I'm happy to have Nationalist Spain. I always kind of intended for Nationalist Spain to come. So Italy and Nationalist Spain will get a border with France. Good. Everything is coming up Millhouse. So once we're done with Poland, we're going to sprint over there and try to make sure that we get Paris before anyone else. Look at this. We're pushing through the forts. This is crazy. Yeah, see, we actually do some damage, even though they have huge fort. Oh, because it's only like a level 8 fort instead of a level 10 fort. Never mind. Never mind. Right? Yep, we push through again. For some reason, this province seems to be easy to push into. Where's the fort level? Anti-air, infrastructure, air base. Fort level 10 of 10, but the forts have been damaged. Damaged fort level is 1 of 10. Anyway, that's cool. That's cool, man. It's cool. Look at our kitty cat. What are you doing, kitty cat? You crazy? Hi, I'm a kitty cat. Cat. I'm a kitty cat. And a dance, 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 and a dance, dance, dance. Cat. I'm a kitty cat. Look at these attacks. That's crazy. A guy with no organization is like, let me kill you. Never mind. Okay, that's good. If you don't have any organization, it's the perfect time to attack. Unread naval convoy battle result. See, I'm really worried that I'm going to lose my fleet. So I've got 200 planes that went over and killed some submarines. Also, I don't know what this 10 of 10 thing means. What is this? Why is this here? And you'll recognize that I don't care at all about air superiority. Air superiority is 10%. Close air support is up to 50% for a total of 60%. So part of what is making these Polish battles so difficult is that they're getting air superiority and air support. Yeah, plus 0.07 or 0.7% air support. So I could handle that by just getting air superiority over here, but I want air superiority on the Maginot Line. It seems like the most important. If I had created tons of fighters like I see all of the streamers doing, then I could get air superiority in multiple places at once, but that's not my style, bro. It's not my style. Alright. This is weird. Everyone just make one giant fleet. I don't see why there should be multiple little fleets. It's silly. So do I want to patrol the Baltic? I think I do. Fire at will. Repair all the time. Always repair at high priority. How do I patrol the Baltic? Patrol the Baltic. Oops. That's not how you do it. Patrol the Baltic. Nope, that's also not how you do it. I don't get it. Maybe I have to go into naval mode and then click the Baltic and okay. I want you to patrol. Or maybe search and destroy the Baltic. Right click to add region. Okay. But I don't want you to search and destroy, I want you to patrol. What's the difference? Search and destroy finds and fights with a tight formation. Patrol spreads out and tries to find people, but doesn't necessarily focus on killing them, because my Air Force will kill them. I don't need my Navy to kill them. My Navy just needs to find them. Okay, good. Also, what's this? Naval combat. Interesting. 22 against 2. The Soviet Union has, and the German Reich together have 22, and the defenders, Poland, have 2. Yes, buddy, you gotta go upstairs. I'm sorry. You're very pretty. No, you need to go be quiet upstairs. You don't have to be quiet upstairs. You can be loud upstairs. Upstairs is a good place. Love you, dude. You're my friend, but you gotta go. I love you, darling. Bye. I'll come get you when it's time, buddy. You're not gonna be upstairs forever. We're at war. We're missing a close air support. Naval convoy raiding. We have victoriously killed some Baltic stuff. Hungary wants to join us. I'm torn on Hungary. I've always invited Hungary before, and they've always sent me a lot of expeditionary troops and been nice. But I want the oil over here. But then again, I'm not very good at fighting. I intentionally didn't make very much infantry because I want to rely heavily on my factories rather than my manpower to get stuff done. So I won't be able to just quickly sprint over there and kill everything. So maybe it would be good to have Hungary. But I want the oil from Romania. In fact, I should have an oil shortage, shouldn't I? I was getting a ton of oil from Romania, and now I'm fighting them. Maybe I'm not fighting them. Maybe they didn't join the Allies. Nope, he did join the Allies. And yet he still loves me. He didn't join their war. He's still giving me his oil. Huh. And he's fascist. Why is he in the Allies? Join me. I'd rather conquer him because you get more oil from conquest than from trade. But he's already in the Allies. Why did you join the Allies? It makes no sense. I guess they offered first. He was probably willing to join anyway. Anyone once Hungary attacked him. Naval combat. So there's a fight going on over here. It's not a real fight. It's a pretend fight. This one ship just kind of walked in and died. That's a funny fight. Okay. Belgium is falling. The French are counterattacking and losing. I only have one division there, but it's holding out nicely. I have no tanks on the Western Front because they're all in Poland trying to cut off Russia. And they've successfully cut off Russia, so good job, tanks. I think I should pull my tanks out of Poland. But maybe not. Maybe I should add another line after I've fully cut off Russia that just says, go get this. Oops. And then after you're done with that, go get Warsaw. Oops. I want to get Warsaw from here. Tab. There we go. Good. And I want to assign everyone to these. I don't know why there are two guys that aren't assigned, but please be assigned. They probably split off to kill this encirclement thing. That happens a lot. They're like, encirclement, victory party at my house. This is getting annoying. The Soviet Union is taking over my land because Poland is taking over some of my land, and then it's just dumb. So we got another. You guys can join Rommel, but not hang out with Rommel. Go over here and take this. Where did these tanks come from? They're really high level. Assembly line production is complete. Alright, so we can either get faster production efficiency growth when we switch what we're producing, or higher retention when we switch what we're producing. I feel like those both end up being the same. Standardization and rigid structure of the assembly lines are key to its efficiency and safety. These should be the key aspects of developing our industrial production mutually exclusive flexible line. So this is better when you switch from tank 1 to tank 2, and this is better when you start a whole new line. I like this one better, but it's 450 days, so I'm not getting it. But anyway. More industry. Air wings with no missions. Do we have air wings with no missions? We've got fighters that used to be in France that are like, you know what? We don't care about France anymore. We have just decided on our own. Oh, they're all dead. That's a good reason not to go to France. You don't need a mission if there are no fighters in you. That's funny that that's even a warning. Like, one of your fighter wings has no troops, and it refuses to protect France. Out and out refuses. Unread naval victory. I kind of expected to win that battle, Mr. Man. 32 against 2. That's a crazy naval battle. Alright, I'm surprised the Netherlands isn't coming over to the Baltic to hang out. We could be buddies. Alright. Lots of bombing happening against me. Looks like a non-aggression pact with Holland. What's Holland? I thought Netherlands and Holland were the same thing. Oh, Hungary. Hungary is like, look, I know you don't want me to join your faction, but at least don't kill me. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to kill you, buddy. Alright. Looks like there's a battle going on in Greece against Italy. Interesting. Alright. Go this guy. He doesn't have his planning bonus. It's kind of sad not to have a planning bonus. Hope he doesn't cry. So let's make him a front. Why is this not working? Z. No, you can't make a front against rebels, I guess. Which is weird. Another naval combat, 42 against 2. Not super worried that we're going to lose that fight. Go retake Danzig. Good. And then we'll get that. And then we'll go over here and get that. Looks like it's possible we need more of whatever this is from Sweden. We probably regained the Danzig factories, and that's why we suddenly need stuff that we didn't need a second ago. We can invite Hungary to the faction. No one else wants to join. I wonder how Spain is doing against France. They haven't joined the war. Call to arms. Go fight France. Italy's making progress. Spain may or may not be making progress. Why is no one attacking here? I want everyone to attack here, but there isn't anyone on this line. We need more troops. But I refuse to make more troops. Just use the Polish troops. How you doing on getting these victory points and winning? The Dutch Rijeka has been captured and has capitulated. Oh, Netherlands lost. That is not good. I should be paying more attention. I believe I even got a warning about that. And I was totally misinterpreted. I was like, why are the Netherlands attacking me? Okay. Anyway. We need more of whatever this is. Venezuela needs to give us more. Because the Dutch Rijeka is failing to fill its orders. We need to get them back. This is not good. I think we're cut off here. We focused all of our production on anti-air artillery and heavy tanks for like a year and a half. And it made our infantry units much stronger, I think. Yeah, this guy has 19 heavy tanks. That makes his hardness much higher than 0. See? Look at that. He's got his little shield. It totally worked. Heavy tanks are great. Add heavy tanks to your infantry units. I like it. But the downside is that we didn't make any infantry equipment or infantry divisions or increase our manpower or any of that stuff. The normal stuff. We're just focusing on trying to kill the British fleet. Hmm. What am I being warned about here? We need a lot of oil because the oil that we used to get from somewhere is no longer coming or something? I don't know. I feel like, yeah, Venezuela doesn't like us anymore. Now they're giving it all to Japan. Romania used to be giving us a ton of oil, but suddenly they're at war with us. So now that we're at war with Romania, we have a huge oil shortage. We need to get oil from Iraq. And we need to get oil from Colombia and Argentina. That should be good enough. We could also get it from the US and the Soviet Union, but I'm trying to avoid that just because it seems more realistic not to trade with the people you're going to fight. Oh, it's not realistic. I mean, I know Germany was getting all of their oil from the USSR before the war started. But I don't know. For some reason, and I think it was a good reason, but I don't remember what it was, I decided not to do that. Just for fun, maybe. Maybe I've never tried getting all my oil not from the USSR. We need oil again. And we need steel. Sweden has all the steel we could possibly want. We love Sweden. We love you, Sweden. Norway has capitulated. Gibraltar's gone to Spain. Wait, which Norway capitulated? Oh, it looks like Denmark owns all of Norway now. Why didn't you let Norway get Norway? Oh, Norway could use Norway so much better than Denmark. Because Denmark's going to have a bunch of rebellions and Norway is not. Okay, what's going on? We're missing... Now we have a huge surplus of steel. Where 2 seconds ago we had a shortage of steel. That's really weird. But okay. We don't need any steel. Apparently we have all the steel in the world. We must have just conquered a giant field of steel. We need more oil. We need more rubber. Uh-oh. The Dutch are still willing to give us rubber even though they don't exist. We need more oil. Mexico can give us some more. Air-wings with no mission. I don't care. Missing tactical bomber and close air support production. I don't care. We can invite Hungary. Don't care. We gained a bunch of military factories. I don't know how. We just kind of did with magical butt powers. Magical butt powers. Okay. Take a roll of that. And this is Latvia. Okay. The fall of Warsaw, another victory for the Vaterland, whatever a Vaterland is. I need more Vaterlands, really. I think I've been skimping on my Vaterlands. So I wonder if these guys are going to get totally cut off. I need to create a front against Amsterdam. I just don't have a lot of troops. I have just enough to hold this line. I think I have too many over in Poland. I don't think I need all of those in Poland. I've got 44 in Poland and 53 on the Western Front. Maybe we can take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you know what? Let's take the ones that aren't dug in. What does this mean? Moving towards enemy territory. Moving. You guys go fight the British. Give them a general who looks British. How about this guy with his German hat? That makes him look very British. Alright, so we're going to make a front that's only 3 provinces wide and make an attack that's only 3 provinces wide. And we want him to do it as... Oh, we want him to build a little bit of planning bonus. Belgium has capitulated. Yay for Belgium. Should we attack Luxembourg? It seems like there's no reason not to. Declare, justify war goal. Invite to faction. No, they don't want to be part of our buddies. Let's just steal Luxembourg from themselves. Alright, so this is a little confusing. Our front has shrunk to 1 province. We would like it to be more than 1 province, if at all possible. Yeah, it's not working. Excuse me. Remember each of my divisions. Holy crap! How do I have... Oh no, never mind. No, this is a lot. This is a lot of guys. We have a whole bunch of dudes on one little spot attacking into the Maginot Line like retards. They're not retards. They're attacking like retards. Wait, how do retards attack? I don't know. If we've seen that movie... of Mice and Men, then we know the answer. They're really like focused on breaking the Maginot Line, and I don't think that's good for them. I think that's bad. Alright, I'd like to assign all these guys to push into France and get Paris before anyone else, but for now, I'm not going to. Alright, lots of heavy tanks, because part of our infantry strategy is to have lots of heavy tanks. We don't need any more anti-air. We seem to have run out of infantry equipment. In general, we want to keep up on support equipment. We got... our panzers ran out of light tank town. Our whole panzer army might just be fighting without tanks now. It's kind of sad. Definitely need a ton of naval bombers. And a ton of fighters, because we want to kill the fleet. Kill the fleet. Kill the fleet. Alright, good. So... we need 8,000 light tanks. I feel like we only have 7 light tank divisions. 6 light tank divisions. So why do we need so many light tanks? These guys are missing 200. These guys are missing 200. Actually, 240. These guys are missing... none. None. So we only really need 400 light tanks. Why do we need so many more? Did we create an order for 1 million light tanks? We did. I forgot. We did that. That's not a good plan. Yeah. No, I think this is a good plan. It's fine. It's just that we're going to have to produce those light tanks. I want to only have light tanks who have the light tanks that they need to fight. I don't want to have a bunch of light tanks that don't have light tanks in them. And I also wanted this to be 1, not infinite. So anyone who's already produced 1 is done. I wanted to have exactly 20 light tank divisions, not some random number that isn't 20. Alright, so I still need those divisions. And I think that they'll only deploy once they have their gear if you just don't touch anything. So they'll very slowly over time deploy, but only when they have their gear. And I want them to join the light tank division. And these guys can join the French Maginot Line front. This is getting a little sloppy. And this has too many guys. I think I should remove 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You guys go back over to there. And I think I should pull these guys off and make a separate army. Because it's confusing to have everyone under the same general, even though they're doing completely disparate, different things. And I think that these guys should delete all of the orders west of Luxembourg, because it's too confusing. So you guys stick to the east. You don't really need 28 divisions to stick to the east, do you? Oh, we'll pull some guys out of there later. For now, we'll leave them just to see what happens. And for now, I'd like them to just hold the line. How many divisions do we think they need to hold the line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe 15 would be fine. So let's take half of them and just... anyone who's not doing anything or moving. We should join to a different army. And now that this guy's less than 24, we can put a real general in charge. And then these guys can be Western France and we'll give them a real general as well. And create a front line, just whatever the default front line is over here. And then we're going to try to get to Paris. Alright, and I'm going to go kind of really slowly and stupidly over there. I think I want them to start from Calais. Dunkirk will be fine. Boom. Okay, looks good. You guys go prepare, but don't fight yet, because I want your preparation bonus to get up. You guys... What are you guys doing? They're fighting in Poland, so obviously that's fine. And you guys are going to contain the United Kingdom. I'm worried that the United Kingdom will push in behind my Belgian front. But hopefully if I go fast enough that won't happen. Luxembourg gets Adolf Hitler, doesn't like us. Sure, of course he doesn't. Who would like you? You're in Luxembourg. Tiny. Expeditionary force. Yeah, sure, you can go fight the French. I'm fine with that. Oh no! I let Hungary into the Axis. Oh well. Hopefully they'll die and then it won't matter that I let them in. Alright, we need to fix all of our trade stuff. We need more chromium from Turkey. Okay. Naval battle that we won mostly with airplanes. Alright, so we need lots of light tanks because we're making these dudes. Production. We need to just throughout the very long upcoming war have lots of heavy tanks because we're going to keep them in our infantry divisions. But it's okay if we never actually fill out all of them because having 40 heavy tanks with a single infantry division gives them a hardness of 20 and they only really need a hardness of 4. So it's okay if we have 1/5 of what we want, which is 8. So we only really need 8 per division. So that's okay if we don't have anywhere near enough. Apparently something just changed with resources. We have a shortage of something. Steel and chromium. Why did we 10 seconds ago have an excess of steel and now we have a shortage of steel? There must be a province somewhere that keeps changing hands that has a bunch of steel in it. Maybe this one? Look at that. 110 steel. Anyway, let's trade for the steel we need from Sweden. And we'll trade for the chromium we need from Turkey. And then we'll be done. Italy. Something about Italy and Hungary. Who knows? Who cares? Oh, this isn't good. Our front line doesn't include some of the provinces that they're in. Alright, I think our British attack force of purple is ready to go. No. British attack force of other colored purple. Go. Fight. Fight the British. I'm going to create a new line after that. It says just kick them completely out of here. Go. I said go. No, you're not going. He might be waiting for his preparation bonus. I could accept that if that's what he's doing. But if he really just decided that even though I clicked the button I didn't mean it, then that could be bad. Right, let's automate everyone, see what happens. Norway capitulated again. Norway is capitulated twice. Good work, Norway. Way to capitulate lots of times. Russia owns some of eastern Poland, as of course we expected, but makes us very sad. As long as we own everything from Danzig west, we'll be happy, because I think that's what we're supposed to get. And let's put these guys on Krakow. Go take Krakow for us. Looks like we have some unassigned infantry divisions. Lots of unassigned infantry divisions. It's assigned to an army but has no orders. So Army 2, what color is Army 2? Green? Teal? Teal? This guy. This guy has a bunch of people assigned to him that are not ordered to take land. So we'll just make sure all 21 of them are ordered to take stuff. Okay. Belgium is being obnoxious. 24 divisions are ordered to push into that territory. Oh, look, there's even more stuff going on up here. What's going on? Why is this going on? All right. So we're pushing them back, but the orders that they're following will not cause them to completely boot England out of this area. So what I'm going to try doing... See, if I do it the way I'm doing it, I get a planning bonus. I was thinking it might be fun to just garrison this whole area and be like, you know, clean up this area. I'm going to try that just because if that works, it would make life so much easier. I don't think it's going to work. But if it does, I'll be very happy. So I'm gonna see if it works. Garrison all this stuff. Alright, so hopefully they'll go and kick England out of here. They might not. It'd be very sad if they didn't, but what can you do? Why is this Belgian color? Oh, it's Netherlands. I'm retaking this territory from my friends. So it's not that this is losing territory, it's actually fine. Because they're my rubber friends. They're made out of rubber. Something to do with navies. Anything to do with navies I want to pay attention to. Looks like we sunk a bunch of convoys. Why are there even convoys over here? Estonia, maybe? So I want my fleet to be much larger before I move them over here. But eventually I'm going to move my fleet over here and then move my planes over here and try to sink the English fleet. Not yet. Come on, let me fight you. Latvia has capitulated. The fate of Czechoslovakia has been decided. Let's continue trying to steal Yugoslavian lands. The fate of Yugoslavia has not yet been decided. How far away is this from being done? Very close. Very close. We need some research. Alright, so it's still 1941, although it's close to 42. Do we want some more mountaineers? Nah. And we have some mountaineer divisions fighting. Maintenance will, I think, just increase our reliability by 25%. That's a lot. Let's get maintenance. So that's why so many of the... No, never mind. I was going to say that's why so many of the divisions have a maximum reliability of only 80% is because they expect you to bring maintenance with them, but that might not be true. I don't know. Naval combat, 28 against 1. I'm okay with that. That seems reasonable. 28 against 1 is just the right amount of against 1. Encryption. Now I'm going to end encryption. Alright, how you doing, my buddy? You're not turned on. You should go take the capital, take victory points, be friends. Hungary has capitulated. I'm okay with it. So far several of my allies have been capitulating friends. Italy is making a break for Paris. We really need to get in there. Excuse me. The Orange Army is the Paris army. And it's not really beelining for Paris the way that I'd like. So let's set a secondary army in there to beeline for Paris, or not. Let's not, because this front is important too. So we told them to garrison stuff, and it looks like they are spreading out to retake what was lost. Great news, Poland capitulated. An alliance with Italy bypassed. Second Vienna Award bypassed. Fate of Yugoslavia bypassed. So either finished or bypassed. Hopefully it was finished, but if it was bypassed, that's sad. So annex all of Yugoslavia, or make a Croatian puppet and annex the rest, or make puppets of both Croatia and Yugoslavia. I mean, obviously I'd like all of Yugoslavia, but they're unlikely to accept that, right? This seems like it's more likely to be accepted. Although, do I really care anymore about aggressive expansion? Obviously not. The World War has started. Let's see what happens. Okay. So, they're asking what land I want. I want everything on my border. Can I get that much? Oh, it takes 410. I kind of want cacao though. Alright, your turn. Now, I have 40 points left. Is there anything that costs 40 points? I don't know how to tell. All this land is up for grabs. This costs 37 points. You don't have enough points. How many points do I have? It says if I pass, I will gain 40 more. I currently have 17. So how much does this cost? 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 How come I can't tell how much things cost? Why does it make this green so that it's like I can take this, but I can't take it? It doesn't make sense. Maybe I can take that. This thing, whatever it is, seems like I want it. It's 20. Zowsy. I can't afford Zowsy. Right, now I can afford Zowsy. Give me Zowsy. I would also like this. Oh, the Soviet Union took everything without me getting anything. That doesn't seem nice. I took 5 states, he took 7. He fully annexed a bunch of stuff up here. We together grabbed a ton of equipment, and now the Polish puppet still exists. There seems to still be some combat over here, but definitely redeploy my tanks over to Paris. So first we want to sprint over here using our strategic redeploy. Then we want to take the Polish, that's not Polish, where's Poland? Polish dudes. And am I at war with Czechoslovakia? I'm at war with Romania for sure, right? So maybe I want to have these guys push into Romania so that Italy doesn't take their land and get their oil. I need that oil. But more importantly, I need Paris. But I don't know if there's any risk of me not getting Paris. Oops. Create a front line against Yugoslavia, and this is not working. Seems like I might be at war with Czechoslovakia. They're at war with me, so it seems very likely that I'm at war with them. So this guy should create a front against Czechoslovakia. And then an attack order to go all the way into Romania. Whoop. Just generally do whatever you think is right that will cause you to take over the world. That seems good. Alright, and let's tell everyone to halt, because I don't want them running through Czechoslovakia like idiots. And then I'm going to activate the plan. See if they... Yeah, there we go. Now they're going to go around. Soviet Union annexes somebody. They have forced our hand. And now Yugoslavia doesn't... We don't get anything from that. So yeah, Yugoslavia is like, no, I don't like you. You're not my buddy. You're not my buddy. So I could declare war. But I want the oil fields first. Oil is more important than any of this other nonsense. We have 4 exiled panzer divisions. Well, it's amazing that that tells us. That's very kind of them. Right? Everyone go here. Wow. We took Krakow in the peace deal, and now it's just getting taken over by Czechoslovakia. Hey, buddy. Still upstairs. I told you I'll come get you when it's time. You are so nice. What a good helper. So, this is a tragedy. A tragedy, a tragedy, a tragedy. Oh, what's going on? We need to grab the pink guys. These pink guys. Tell them to stop what they're doing. Cancel all their orders. And we're going to create a new front that's just right here. And then a new order that says liberate our stranded divisions. And then do it again. And we'll turn them on. And on top of that, we're going to manually try to get in there and liberate our stranded divisions. Actually, these 2 guys attacking this province would probably do better than each of them separately attacking another one. And all of these dudes together, looks like part of that is Rommel's division, so we need Rommel to come and rescue his men as well. You have no organization, so you just kind of stand there looking like you wish you had more food, but you don't. We're not at war with Poland. So everyone who's about to run out of food should start fighting, because you're not going to be able to fight in a sec, and you can at least do some damage before you run out of food. Alright, that's interesting stuff going on over there. Our little garrison friends are not doing a great job of mopping up Great Britain. I mean, it seems like there's some fighting going on, so maybe it's working, I don't know. It's more important to me, because this isn't the last campaign I'm ever going to play, it's more important to me to learn whether or not assigning people to garrison is a good way to defend against naval invasions or not, than it is to actually mop up that naval invasion really quickly and beautifully. We just got some Danish troops. Where are they? One of them's up here. Are these some of them? I'm confused. Where are the Danish troops? Well, we go into army. We say, tell me anyone who's not part of an army. Whoop. And then those are our new troops. Yay, Danish troops. And we'll assign them to get into Paris, because everyone needs to get to Paris as fast as possible. We don't want anyone else getting Paris. Alright, Czechoslovakians, have you liberated our stranded tank divisions yet? No? Looks like we might lose some of them. That could be bad. We did a terrible job of trying to liberate our tank divisions. Where's Rommel? Buddy. He's trying to come through from the north. He's doing a great job, actually. He's going to get there. These guys might be dead by the time he arrives. Let's ask for permission to walk through Russia. No, they don't want us to walk through Russia. Port strike happened. We don't have anyone in this point. We lost a destroyer. That's not good. 300 naval bombers. I thought we had air superiority here. I wonder if a port strike against Danzig comes from Western Poland rather than the Baltic Sea. Because I have air superiority in the Baltic Sea. And I understand that they can still perform successful naval bombing missions even if I have air superiority. But I'm still curious whether or not I had air superiority at the time. So it looks like they have air superiority over Eastern Germany. And Western Germany. They have no one over here, and over the last few months, they have done no damage here. They've done no damage there, done no damage there. Troops bombed in Poland, none in the last months. Yeah, okay, so they bombed 2 of our ships in Eastern Germany. So it's Eastern Germany where this port counts. It doesn't count as being in the sea, it counts as being on land. A port is on land. So we need to have some fighters in Eastern Germany. How many do we need? It looks like we need at least 70. So let's create a new block of just 100 fighters. We don't have any fighters. We ran out. So we've got some fighters in France, right? No, those all died too. So we're just completely out of fighters everywhere except the Baltic. And I don't think we can lower our number of fighters in the Baltic without falling prey to Great Britain just sending fighters into the Baltic. We can't protect 2 air zones without more fighters. So we're just gonna have to try to remember not to have anyone in port. Like, why are they spawning in port instead of just immediately being assigned to the patrol? Let's see if we can make them immediately be assigned to patrol. Alright, when you're born, I don't want you to stand here doing nothing. Interestingly enough, we're not making battleships anymore for some reason. I think we should be making lots of battleships. I guess we lost some of our dockyards? So what I want is for you to make these only after you've filled up on this guy, because I want as many battleships as I can get. But also, when you spawn, I want you to join the existing flotilla, and I want you to join the existing flotilla, and I want you to join the existing flotilla, because I don't want you sitting in port getting bombed. That's not cool. Excuse me. So now we need to fix our supplies. We have too much oil. There's just someone no such thing as too much oil. It's crazy. What's going on here? We'll ditch Argentina. And Iraq. Well, we'll keep Iraq. We'll ditch Venezuela. One of them. That should be good. And then we need additional chromium, but only 1, so I don't really care. I'll just keep the chromium we have. We need a national focus because I told it to get more of Yugoslavia, but they refused, so now it doesn't know what to do. The second something award, give me Greece. I'm already at war with Greece, so I don't think I can say give me Greece. I don't think I can do that. Don't think I can do that. I already have an alliance with Spain. This gives me a CB against Belgium, but I already killed Belgium. I don't think I need anything else. I think this is all done. Right, still need this one. But yeah, I've got a bunch of political power and nothing useful to use it on. So let's see if we want to change any of our laws. Get more manpower, not yet. Get less research, not yet. Get less men, not yet. So I think I like our laws the way they are. I know there was a law that I picked, a guy that I picked that I was like, later I'm going to need to switch this. Political power, we don't really need it all anymore. So let's get this guy and this guy. And then we'll do more in the future. I don't know who you are anymore. Right. Good. So we'll be in Paris in 15 seconds. Our attempt to bust through the Maginot Line, we repeatedly succeeded in getting this province. And then we never were succeeded in getting the next province because these guys keep attacking the line instead of holding the line while going around. I think you'd need to micro it. You'd have to control it manually in order to successfully bust the Maginot line. But it does look possible. It seems like as long as you have... as long as you focus on that province with only a level 8 fort in it, you can just bust right through. And I also think that it was stupid to use heavy tanks to try to bust the Maginot line. It's probably best to have one heavy tank just for the armor, and then a whole bunch of artillery, and then just enough infantry to make sure that your guys don't run away after the fighting starts. So like 1 artillery, 1 heavy tank, and then like 10 artillery. One infantry, 1 heavy tank, and 10 artillery I think would be like the best composition for busting the Maginot line. And then of course you delete all those guys and let the equipment go to other divisions. Italy's winning. Spain isn't fighting. It seems like with 26 divisions here and 16 divisions there, Spain should be stomping, but they're not doing anything. Huh. Weird. Africa, there's no fighting in Africa yet. Very strange. There should be a lot of fighting in Africa. There's some fighting in Greece between Italy and Greece. Italy is making progress at taking over Greece. Romania has not begun to push into me, and I've not begun to push into them. It's weird that they let's fight a war, and then they're just sitting there on my border, patiently waiting for me to come kill them. It's very nice of them. They should really be making a run up here or helping Czechoslovakia or something. I've got some cut-off tank divisions over here. I'm trying to rescue them, but it's not doing a great job. For some reason, they're still attacking north. Don't attack north. Just sit still and wait for buddies. In fact, you go over here and sit with them. There's mountains all along here, so that's part of why it's so difficult to get out of where I am. Actually, can I get military access through Poland? No, you can't. Through pretend Poland? Pretend Poland. Great Britain has a foothold here, which is actually a good thing because it means that I'll encircle them and kill them eventually. It seems like my strategy of having 400 naval bombers and 400 fighters and as many tanks as I can make sit in the Balkans is working so far. I want to know how strong my fleet is. So I've got lots of battleships, and they're all green. There's no way to exercise battleships. Everyone's green. Tons of destroyers. So it looks like 5 battleships, 4 heavy cruisers, 6 light cruisers, 33 destroyers, and 15 submarines. I don't know if it makes any sense to have your submarines in with your troops. I know, for example, that that's historically not something that ever happened, because what's the point in stealth if you're sitting with a large fleet? Let's create a new fleet of just subs and put someone in control of it. Preferably somebody who's good at commanding subs, but I don't know if I can be bothered to read enough to learn who that is. For now, we'll just send them to this port. Go to the port. It's taking a long time. I just wanted to add a general. Go to whatever port's closest. Can we not use allied ports? We can. Okay, good. Add me a general. Who's the highest skill, and is he good at subs? They all have the same green metal. None of them's good at anything but whatever that green metal is. First contact. Alright, now I want to give you a search and destroy order in the Baltic, because I have the other fleet finding people, and then the subs can show up and sink them once they're found. I think that's how that works. I wonder how many battleships Great Britain has. I mean, I have 5, and that seems like a lot. But I bet Great Britain has 6. No, I mean, I bet they have 100 or something. Not 100, but you know, more than 6. I have a lot of encryption and decryption. I should have really good information about what they have. But I don't think there's any way to tell how many of these are battleships and how many are destroyers. Like, there's a big difference between 250 destroyers and 250 battleships. There does seem to be combat going on over here between Sweden and Great Britain. Where's 8 British dudes are sinking some convoys. But I need more fighters before I'm willing to try to engage out of the Baltic Sea. I think I'm going to stick to the Baltic Sea until I have maybe 1,200 fighters and 100 ships. Then I'll go try to sink everything. Alright, that's it for today. See you tomorrow.